Hey everyone, welcome back to PMLearn. Have you ever worked on a team where everyone was busy but absolutely nothing was getting done? Decisions were stuck, tasks fell through the cracks, and no one seemed to know who was actually in charge. Today, we are breaking down the exact organizational structure of a successful project. Let's master the roles that turn chaos into structured execution. So, welcome to our masterclass on project management roles. In this video, we are moving beyond dry textbook definitions. We are going to look at the living, breathing structure of modern project teams. Whether you are preparing for your PMP exam, leading your first startup squad, or trying to clarify who does what in your organization, this guide will give you a clear roadmap. Let's start with a story. Imagine a grand symphony orchestra. You have some of the most talented violinists, cellists, and percussionists in the world sitting on that stage. Now imagine what happens if they all start playing without a musical score. What if there is no conductor keeping the tempo? What if there is no pattern who funded the concert hall in the first place? It would immediately descend into noise. A project is no different. You can have brilliant developers, designers, and marketers, but without structured roles, their individual efforts cancel each other out. To build great things, we need perfect harmony. The core trinity of execution. At the foundation of any standard project lies what we call the core trinity of execution. This is made up of three players: the sponsor, the project manager, and the team. Think of a movie production. The sponsor is the executive producer who secures the studio funding. The project manager is the director on set, making sure the shoot stays on schedule and budget. The team consists of the actors, camera crew, and editors executing the actual craft. If any one of these three fails short, the movie never hits the theaters. The project sponsor. Let's zoom into the first role, the project sponsor. This is typically a senior leader in the organization, often a vice president or C-suite executive. They are not in the daily stand-ups. Instead, they are the project's ultimate champion. For example, when Apple decided to build the original iPhone, Steve Jobs was the ultimate sponsor. He defined the high-level business vision, allocated the initial budget, and crucially cleared organizational roadblocks so the product team could execute without corporate interference. When things get blocked politically, the project manager goes to the sponsor to clear the path. The project manager. Now let's talk about the project manager. If the sponsor is the pilot piloting the destination, the project manager is the flight engineer keeping the plane in the air. The project manager owns the constraints. They manage the scope, deciding what's in and out of the project boundaries so teams don't get distracted by scope creep. The schedule, mapping out dependencies so everyone knows what to do and when. The budget, ensuring the team delivers value without burning through the company's capital. And risk, spotting problems weeks before they occur and setting up plan B. The project team members. Next, the engine of the project, the team members. These are your specialized builders, the software programmers, the UX designers, the copywriters, or the data analyst. Their job is not to worry about the overall project budget or client negotiations. Their goal is high quality execution of their assigned task. In a real world tech startup, a developer's job is to write clean, bug free code, report their daily progress honestly, and flag roadmaps early so the project manager can jump in to resolve them. Supporting PMO roles. On massive projects, a single project manager can easily get overwhelmed. That is where our supporting PMO roles steps in. Let's look at the coordinator and the administrator. The project coordinator is the PM's operational co-pilot, booking meetings, update task boards in Jira, and following up on status updates. Meanwhile, the project administrator acts as the librarian and controller, achieving contracts, handling billing documents, and managing system compliance. They keep the gears of the project oiled and running smoothly. Levels of management. As your career grows, you will hear three terms used interchangeably, but they are actually very different: project, program, and portfolio management. Let's use NASA as an analogy. Building a single booster rocket is a project which is managed by the project manager. Coordinating the rocket, the landing capsule, and the training of the astronauts is a program of interconnected projects managed by the program manager. Deciding whether NASA should prioritize deep space exploration over satellite defense systems for the next decade is a portfolio management managed by the portfolio manager to align with strategic goals. Agile specific core roles. If you are working in software or modern tech teams, you will likely run into agile frameworks like Scrum. Here, the traditional project manager role is split into two specialized roles. First, we have the product owner. They represent the customer and decide what to build by prioritizing the backlog. Then we have the Scrum Master. They don't direct people. Instead, they are servant leaders who facilitate daily stand-up, clear technical blockers, and help the team run as fast and smoothly as possible. Defining accountability. RACI. How do we prevent team members for stepping on each other's toes? We use a powerful tool called the RACI matrix. RACI stands for responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. Let's look at this chart. For the project charter approval, the project sponsor is accountable, meaning the buck stops with them. The project manager is responsible, they do the actual writing. The tech lead is consulted for technical input, and the QA analyst is simply informed of the decision. This simple matrix completely eliminates finger pointing when deadlines approach. Impact of structural ambiguity. Why are we focusing so much on rules? Because the cost of ambiguity is staggering. Did you know that 30% of all commercial projects fail simply due to a lack of defined roles and clear goals? When roles are muddy, decisions stagnate, two leaders might assume they both have veto power, causing massive project delays. Conversely, crucial risk reviews might get skipped because everyone assumed someone else was handling it. Defining real roles is not just paperwork, it is project insurance. That brings us to the end of our PM roles masterclass. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever worked on a project where roles were confused? Or have you ever used a RACI matrix to save a sinking project? Share your stories in the comments below. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button, subscribe to PMLearn and click that notification bell so you never miss a PM lesson. See you in the next masterclass. Thank you.